Okay, for this problem we're going to be finding the critical numbers of the function, which are essentially, critical numbers are essentially values of x that cause the derivative of a function to equal 0 or dne. In order to find those numbers strictly, you have to find the derivative of the function, which we can find mainly through applying the power rules to the various things. Once we do, we get 3x squared plus 18x minus 48. Once we have derivative, we have to make it equal to 0 and dne. This is what we would normally do. However, in this case, we do not have to worry about dne because, as we will see here in a minute, the function is a parabola, which essentially means that it is impossible for the equation to equal dne, so we can just get rid of that. Only focus on 0. So once we set up the derivative of fx equal to 0, once we do that, we can start to factor it. And when we were first factoring the equation, the first thing we factor out is 3, which leaves us with 3 multiplied by x squared plus 6x minus 16 equals 0. And now we factor the inner function by finding two values that, when multiplied, equal negative 16, but when added equals 6. And those two values would be 8 and negative 2. And so now we set both of those, both x plus 8 and x minus 2 equal to 0. Then we factor that out to get the value of x, which is negative 8 and 2. And those are our critical numbers. And that is essentially it.